Hello, Froggy here, and today we'll be finishing up the set of Onslaught Salvation videos with Kell's Grave. This is basically the same as the Gambit map with a little bit of touch-up, which explains why during some of the fly-in you can see Drifter's ship. Anyways, this one is much easier than the others. You don't really need anything special. You can go out from the very beginning. That is, if you don't go right next to the enemies in your out-of-mapping armor. Anyways, you will want to grab two buddies so you aren't interfering with anyone trying to do the mission normally. But other than that, you can pretty much climb up anywhere. You don't need Navigator, but as is often the case, you may find it helpful. And I would recommend being on a Titan just for sword flying, because that's always quite handy. I'm going to be going over to this interesting structure here. The one thing to look out for is there are turnbacks in a number of directions, so if you start hitting them, just go in a different direction for a bit and you may be fine. Some you might even be able to push through if you go fast enough. I don't think that's one of them. I just wanted to see how far up that we could walk. But yeah, there's a whole lot of interesting looking stuff up top, and a fair bit of it you can get close by. I actually noticed that there was not a box here when I was doing the original campaign sort of mission that takes you there. I was going to hold on to that one as long as I could before someone informed me that that was also one of the Onslaught maps. So I generally find that if you're looking to climb out, getting on top of the yellow buildings is a pretty straightforward way to do that. See, some of this floor is a bit intangible. But yeah, there's like most of the interesting stuff I'd say is just in the area surrounding where you start. All of these rocks on the sides are solid and you can go ahead and climb up them. The rocks a bit further away often aren't solid, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. I'm not sure if these are. Doesn't look like it. Yep. Go straight through these. And looks like that's not solid either. Despite it looking very similar to that other one we were on. Wonder if we can get a closer look at this. It's not terribly foggy here, which is a big improvement over the last one I looked at. Oh, that true edge is a lot closer than I thought it would be. I guess it kind of makes sense that it doesn't need to be that large on a Gambit map. But still a bit surprising. That is a kind of neat looking thing. I would have liked to have gone up closer to it. Nice purple sky. Man, there's all sorts of little doodads out of map here. Like, whatever this is. Vaguely fallen looking stuff. I am not sure what this green thing is supposed to be. Oh, there's the true edge again. Let's choose a different direction. So heading down, we should see some of the same sights. Oh yeah, there's the ship. The Wave 5 and 10 areas are also down here, but they're very hard to see. Because while there wasn't much fog up top, there is a fair bit down here. If you're looking to get into those areas, if you look at the direction this ship is pointing, it's the opposite way. I think Crash is down there right now, so that's acting as a handy landmark for me, but they're easy to spot from below, so yeah, we got the same awkward looking mosh pit thing going on in there. But yeah, once you're below them, you can kind of look up and see their outline, so if you're trying to find them, you can always rely on that. And you could even navigate or fly back up, although that would take a while. Yeah, let's just go out and see those real quick. Don't really have much of a better landmark for you here, but it's not too bad to find flying blind. So we've got a little bit of the rock here. And worst case, like I said, if you look up, you'll see it once you're below. Got the classic red tints now going on. Makes for a kind of interesting sight. You can barely make out the ship. But yeah, as in all the other ones, we've got the white dev cube, and we can find holes to get back into these areas. Let's see, I think this one is like the wave 5 area, because yeah, it has the really easy hole you can just drop into. The boss arena is a little bit trickier to spot the entrances to. I probably won't bother actually going in this time. Yeah, I think we can probably climb out without having to navigate her. Especially since this one doesn't have a box, which means that we don't have the normal out-of-box restrictions to clambering, which does make everything a little bit nicer. I saw it was listed as a bug in the patch notes for some of the Onslaught, so it would be interesting to see if they actually do something about that, because gaining the ability to clamber and blink out of the box could be interesting. But anyways, in the meantime, we've got this to run around. The other arena I think might be in this direction, the boss one, which has entrances in a few different directions depending on which one of the maps you're on. Most of them have holes though, so if you poke around you'll find them. But yeah, I got the other dev cube right here. I'd be curious what those are about, but cube's got a cube, I guess. There are a number of holes to get in, but I think I'm just going to show what this area looks like from the side, at least if I don't find a way in real quick. Earlier I did check and ensure that you could. But if you want to see those holes, you can just look at the previous 2 videos on this same exact structure. Let's go look at what you'll see if you were jumping for this area and missed. I do kind of miss the tangled shore. Anyways, as you fall down, you can see the silhouette of the islands. Oh, there's that thing I wanted to get close to before. But yeah, it makes it a lot easier to spot. Anyways, happy exploring, and we'll see what happens in part 2 of the season.